Hi, I'm Cash. Welcome to Cash Talks Football, where I break down all football goals scored in the Premier League and a lot of VAR decisions, to be honest, nowadays. I use my over 20 years' experience of being a professional coach all over the world and give you some insight that you might not necessarily have. But quite frankly, I don't think you need to know much about football anymore. It's all about how much do you know about the rules and VAR. Because I think there's 3 VAR decisions in this game, and I think every single one of them that they did was wrong. Right now, we're going to look at straight away at this Kai Havertz foul. It's clearly a red card. Anyone who's played the game knows this is a red card. So let's just play this forward so you can see it in real time first, and then we're going to break down what VAR's showing you, right? Let's bump. Bosh, that is a red card. And the reason why is it's from the angle I'm going to show you right now. And it's from this angle right here. Look at when he comes in and he goes and he's trying to do the player. The ball is gone. The ball is well gone. And he still goes through and tries to take him out. That to me, it shows complete and utter intent to injure the player. Remember, intent is an important part of what's going on there. He knows he's late. It's a red card. It's reckless. Both feet are off the ground. He's not in control of his body. That's one of the things that came in years ago. I can remember when they brought it in, talking about being not in control of your body when both feet are off the ground. It's very important. If you're not in control of your body, you don't know what's going to happen and you can seriously injure the player. And that's one of the problems there. But don't worry. That's one decision. That's all right. What they're going to do is let Newcastle off with one in a second. Didn't look too bad when you're watching it in real time, in real motion. Nothing really goes on. But watch this guy right here come up and clock this guy in the face. Here we go. Juninho to me is a bit of a baby, so I don't really like the player. But he clearly just gets whopped in the head. And you can see he's extending his arm through the player there. That's a red card. He's going to hit the guy in the head. He's just forearmed him in the head and he's extended his arm through it. There's no reason to be doing that. The ball's not there. That's a red card. They reviewed it, didn't bother, didn't cop it. So what's that, 2 red cards now that they should have been going off? Nothing's happened. Which is, okay, let's be honest. If we're saying, all right, there's no laws of the game, blah, blah, and there's 2 bad incidences and neither team gets a red card, we'll go, okay, evens. We'll go even Stevens. Both players are still on the field. Great, fantastic. We can have a game of football. There's going to be no controversy in the goal whatsoever, so it won't matter, right? Wrong. Let's look at the goal. Before we get into the goal, I'm just going to show you the build-up play towards it because, well, it's time I get to talk a little bit about football. Yay, football. So there's no real pressure on the ball, so he's able to go long. That's one of the problems if you're playing a high-press team or something like that, and you don't do it, and you can get caught very easily with a long ball straight over the top, which they do. Bosh, in they go. In the runners are off to the races. Now, it's pretty much 1v1, and you can see these blurry images here. Let's see if I can get it a little bit better. Probably not. No, not really. But these blurry images here running through, and as we can see, there's enough Arsenal shirts around here running back to deal with the one player here. That shouldn't really be an issue. It's the extra runners that count, and can he get the ball to him? And he can't because there's enough Arsenal shirts in the way. Arsenal shirt comes in, tries to poke the ball away, but there's not. His only real place to is keep and get rid of it, but gets nicked, gets sort of his pocket picked, as you were, and here we are. We're looking in for this. See, this is where you're in for that chance, is when you've won the ball and now you're laying it off to a teammate to get your shot away. Because he can't do it because he's under too much pressure. So this is where the extra runners count. Can he get the ball to the extra runner, and can the extra runner get a shot on goal? No. Little Arsenal player picks his pocket just like he did the other one. This sort of describes a lot of the game. It was a bit messy. No one really had control, and everything's bouncing backwards and forwards and doing their thing. Right now, you're looking at him to get his shot off. But this is where the first controversy comes in, straight after he does that, right? Comes in, perfect, he's taking him wide, makes it really difficult for him to get a shot in. Again, I'll talk about the scoring funnel, where you're supposed to score from, how you score from there, and why the scoring funnel is important, and he's outside of it. So it's going to be very difficult for him to do anything, okay? If this guy's switched on, I don't know if he's getting there then. Nah, he's not getting there. But this is where the first controversy comes in. Bosh, the ball goes across, completely and utterly misses by everybody. Man doesn't give up on it. Well done over here. Doesn't give up on it. And does the ball go out of play? Well, we're going to come on to that. Yeah, I think it does. But we're going to come on to that. And then I'll show you my rationale. Because I've got this new rationale in Premier League sports. If they don't actually show you the angle that you're looking for, the angle that you're looking for is probably the one that confirms what you're thinking. And that's why they're not showing it to you. They're showing you the one that they want to show you. Right. So here we go. Ball comes in. He gets tackled by the corner flag, which I think corner flag did a great job there. Well done, corner flag. Goes back in. Now, if you're looking at the setup here, I don't know why this guy can be completely and utterly free right here. He sees him, tells someone else to go and mark him. instead of just going back and doing it himself. I just can't stand that. Can't stand it. It's one of my biggest things. Someone's just told someone to do something in the Premier League and they didn't do it, and so that means they're going to score. Keeper makes a mess of it. Next thing we know, bundle on the box, bump, and he kicks it into the net box. Now, here's the interesting part. Let's start my breakdown first, because I'm going to be right, because I know what I'm talking about. When this ball comes in, this player's offside. No, maybe not. Maybe the ball's keeping him on there. But it looks like at the point when the keeper goes up to get it, he's offside. When the keeper misses it, he's in front of the keeper. Unfortunately, I can't stop it quick enough. Right. He's in. Look, I'll give you an idea. He's level with the ball right now. Can you see the ball there? He's level with the ball. Okay, and when the ball gets to the keeper, he's past the keeper. All right, he's actually past the keeper. Wish I could slow this down with slow-mo. He's actually gone past the keeper. So when he kicks the ball on the goal, he was actually offside when the ball goes past him. So the ball can't keep him onside because he's gone past it when it goes just by the keeper. There we go. Look, bump. Oh, I don't have a slow-mo button. I wish I did. Bump. And there we go. But let's get on to some of the controversies. Other than the one that I've just made that they haven't even picked up on. Is the first one, is the ball out of bounds? Yeah, looks like it. But the problem is you can't get the overhead, you know, that down overhead view that you want, the one where you see the line and you see the ball like that, or is the ball like that and it's just touching it? Well, you can't see that because they're not going to show you that, because that'll tell you that the ball's out of, it's out of play. Yeah, they don't show you that angle at all. Let's get on to the next controversy. That's the first part of this. Oh, I might be wrong. He's not past him when the ball's there. It's just the angle that looks like it. There we go. Look, he's still there. So he is onside. Let's play this forward a bit. There should be a push in the back there, but there's also, like, that's kind of 50-50, kind of like don't mind that so much because the guy's gone to head of the ball. I don't know, though, because, again, it's not the angle I want to look at. Here we go, this is the angle we want to look at, but, again, it's not in motion. Look, they're only showing at the point of impact. I want to see before his arms are extended, how his arms are extended, and did his arms push him over, or did he stop himself on the guy? Does that make sense? Has the guy missed the header, and this guy running forward is stopping himself on the player using his arms, or has he pushed him out of the way with his arms so he can't head of the ball? Well, you can't see because they're not really going to give us that. All they're giving us is this really slow motion thing here. This doesn't help us. It doesn't tell you anything. How did he arrive at that point of impact? With his arms fully extended and pushed him out of the way of the header of the ball? Or did he stop himself? Like, you've all done it. You run towards a wall or something. You put your hands up to stop yourself hitting the wall or the player in front of you. Is that what he did? Well, we don't know because they're not showing us all of those angles and all that. That whole part of the footage. So you can't make a good decision, and neither can they because they're not really being truthful with what's going on here. But that's VAR in a nutshell. It's all over the place. Now, here's the problem. VAR works in every single sport around the world except football. Yay. Why? Because, well, our corruption is brilliant. Our corruption is so big. Don't worry, we're going to have the World Cup in Saudi Arabia soon because that's a great footballing nation. It's got nothing to do with the money. Promise you, it's nothing to do with the money. Yeah, VAR, I think it's going to get worse. It is. It's going to get to the point where they'll get rid of it, so then they can make bad decisions without any question again, because, you know what, then it's all down to the referee on the day, and that's what they really want in the first place. So we'll see if that comes around, because I think it will. But I'll see you next time on Cash Talks Football.